It's 10 trivia questions on liquor brands. I'll give you a clue. You tell me what we're talking about. This is Trivia with Buds. Welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for leaving iTunes reviews. We're up to 410 of those, and the newest one is from JTC KFO on 11/24/23. 5 stars, very entertaining. Found Buds during COVID, and I have finally caught up and listened to all 1,600 plus episodes. Holy smokes! That's crazy. Quick episodes have been the perfect interlude between other shows in my podcast queue. Thanks for the entertainment over the past few years. If you're listening, JTC KFO, email me, ryanbuds@gmail.com, and I'll send you a fantastic quality-made t-shirt with the brand new logo on them, which will be available to everybody right around the holidays coming up in the next few weeks. But you get a free one for listening to all 1,600 episodes. Thanks so much for doing that. That means a lot to me. It's like 2 weeks of your life. I appreciate it. Today's episode all about liquor brands. I'll give you a clue. You tell me what liquor we're talking about. Before we get to that, we've got the letter B for categories. Things that use a remote. World leaders, politicians, and electronic gadgets. Things that use a remote, world leaders and politicians, and electronic gadgets that all start with a B. Listen for mine at the end of the episode, and a fun fact of the day. We're warmed up, we're ready, and we're diving into liquor brand trivia. Here we go. It's liquor brand trivia. Question number 1. Traditionally packaged in a royal purple velvet pouch. What liquor are we talking about? Number 1, the clue is traditionally packaged in a royal purple velvet pouch. Number 2, marketed with the slogan seriously easy going. Marketed with the slogan seriously easy going. Number 3, famously distilled in Lynchburg, Tennessee since 1866. Number 3, famously distilled in Lynchburg, Tennessee since 1866. Number 4, Red Label is their most mainstream brand with green, black, and blue as pricier options. Number 4, Red Label is their most mainstream brand with green, black, and blue as pricier options. Number 5, high-end cognac favored by both Kanye West and Kim Jong-il. Number 5, high-end cognac favored by both Kanye West and Kim Jong-il. Number 6, the world's most popular Irish cream commonly added to coffee. Number 6, the world's most popular Irish cream commonly added to coffee. Number 7, Swedish vodka, famous for advertisements featuring its distinctive bottle shape. Number 7, Swedish vodka, famous for advertisements featuring its distinctive bottle shape. Number 8, sell a mainstream London dry gin and the more upscale. Number 10. Number 8, sells a mainstream London dry gin and the more upscale. Number 10. Question number 9, a Russian brand. They also sell an ice line of Alka-Pops. Number 9, a Russian brand. They also sell an ice line of Alka-Pops. Number 10, a spiced rum named for a 17th century privateer. Number 10, a spiced rum named for a 17th century privateer. And your liquor brand's bonus question for 2 points. How much did Ryan Reynolds sell aviation gin for? Was it $310 million or $610 million? Number 11, bonus question. How much did Ryan Reynolds sell aviation gin for? $310 or $610? Those are all your questions on liquor brands. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to liquor brand trivia. Let's see how you did. Maybe you poured yourself a drink in between the questions and answers, and that is encouraged on every episode, except for that guy who listened to 1600. That'd be a lot of drinks. Number 1, traditionally packaged in a royal purple velvet pouch, that's Crown Royal. Crown Royal. Number 2, marketed with the slogan Seriously Easygoing, is Malibu. That's my wife's favorite beachy drink, Malibu and Sprite. Number 3, famously distilled in Lynchburg, Tennessee since 1866, is Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels. Number 4, Red Label is their most mainstream brand with green, black, and blue as pricier options. Johnny Walker. Red Label. Johnny Walker. Number 5, high-end cognac favored by Kanye and Kim Jong-il. That's Hennessy. Hennessy. Number 6, the world's most popular Irish cream, Bailey's, added to coffee. Number 7, Swedish vodka, famous for advertisements featuring its distinctive bottle shape, Absolut. Absolut. Number 8, sells a mainstream London dry gin, and the more upscale number 10, Tanqueray. Tanqueray. Number 9, a Russian brand that sells an ice line of Alka-Pops, is Smirnoff. Smirnoff. Number 10, a spiced rum named for a 17th century privateer, is Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan, walk the plank. And number 11, how much did Ryan Reynolds sell aviation gin for? It was the higher number, $610 million. And he profited closer to the 310, is what I read online. That is madness. Absolute madness. But there you have it. Fun alcohol brand trivia. Got a whole nother 10 of those coming out for you probably next week sometime. So if you like today's episode, hit subscribe so you don't miss that second follow-up episode. Your fact of the day for today is sunflowers can grow taller than 2 African elephants stacked up. Those are some tall flowers. And your category's letter was B, things that use a remote. How about an old school boombox? I had one in my bedroom, which also starts with a B, bedroom boombox. And number 2, world leaders, politicians, any of the Bushes, George W. or George H.W. And then we have, let's see, here we got electronic gadgets. How about a beeper? We'll go old school with that too, beeper. And there you have it. Hey, there's a link in the show notes to an episode of the Speaking Podcast with Roy Coughlin that I got to do a couple weeks ago, and I posted it everywhere with some fun clips. If you want to learn more about how I got into the trivia hosting business, or maybe you're thinking of starting your own trivia hosting business, I bet there's some fun nuggets of info in this hour-long interview, and you can click the link right in the show notes. Speaking Podcast with Roy Coughlin. Thank you, Roy, for having me on your show. And thank you guys for being Patreon subscribers, patreon.com/trivia with buds. You can join anytime to get ad-free episodes for just $1. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for listening to all 1,600 episodes of the show. And we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.